Way too fucking loud. Alrighty, that should be a little bit better. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright, perfect. Turn that down just the tiniest bit. What the hell was that? Give me just a second. I'm just sending out the links to everybody and everywhere. How we doing today, guys? toilet there. Oh. Let's see. 3 whole people. The pressure is strong. Alrighty. Now that BS is done and over with, we can actually start. Apologies. It's been a while since I've actually streamed anything. But I figured now would be a good time as any. Alrighty, let's see, turn this around. Mike is in a little bit of an awkward position, so you might hear the clicking and the clacking of my pen. So if that is the case and it annoys you guys, please by all means tell me to knock it off. A friend request on WB Games. Who the fuck are you? That is very odd. I haven't played Mortal Kombat 1 multiplayer in a couple days, so I don't know why somebody's sending me friend requests on WB Games. Actually, I don't. The only reason why I made a WB Games account is because of crossplay, and it's not even complete crossplay. I'm at a complete. It's a little bit of an abusive relationship, me and old Mortal Kombat 1, because Mortal Kombat is the only fighting game that I'm actually genuinely and authentically passionate about, because I love the Mortal Kombat universe. Love it to death. But the way that they're doing Mortal Kombat 1 is questionable at best, and they are just flunking everything that they need to do with the game. Crossplay is not complete. Multiplayer is not complete. This most recent season of Invasions is a last minute rebranding of another character's season. It's not very good. It's not very good at all. But at the same time, it's Mortal Kombat. You know, Tekken's better. Yeah, I actually got Tekken 8. I'm not going to sit here and try and argue that Mortal Kombat is better than Tekken, because Tekken is just beating them out of the water. Just in terms of everything. In terms of the quality of the game, customization, the story is, well, it's Tekken's story. Let's be honest. Tekken's always been absolutely nutty. And I have Tekken 8. I've enjoyed it quite a lot. I suck at it quite a bit, but making a Twilight skin for Lily and kicking people's asses with the power of friendship. It never gets old, especially when they rage quit afterwards. I've had people rage quit on me simply because I beat them once with my Twilight Sparkle skin. It's hilarious. On the right panel, wearing a black shirt that says "I'm peace," given attached. That's the main messy despite best efforts. Oh, very plainly smug, almost evil grin. Well, given the theme of four amateurs trying to look cool, for magic aura on her horn, and the hand holding her hoof, just to make sure he can't take it away. Okay. Alrighty, that should be fair enough. Blah, 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 blah. So apparently, this rendition of the character is the favorite iteration of this specific OC. So I'm going to go ahead and lean more into that somewhat. It does want a little bit more of an evil expression on it. But yeah, even though I'm getting more into Tekken, you know, I have a hell of a lot more respect for Tekken now that I am in that sphere. Mortal Kombat is just one of a kind. You really cannot top the classic cheesy kung fu gore that is classic Mortal Kombat. And there's really just no other fighting game series that has that amount of gore to it. I am working on it's my own little side project. But I am working on my own little piece. Oh, Hazy, I can't respond to you while I'm streaming. I am working on my own series of illustrations that essentially combined pony characters and Mortal Kombat characters, just for the novelty of it. I will take great delight in spamming those illustrations in various Mortal Kombat communities just to see people rage, because that's what I like to do. I like to get a reaction out of people and laugh at them to make myself feel good, because I'm an obnoxious prick and you probably shouldn't watch me. um... A black shirt that says "I'm peace." Okay. New video is in the works. I am not necessarily collaborating, but it does involve interviewing a fellow Mare enjoyer on their own piece of fan fiction that is actually a webcomic, and I wanted to shine a light on that project in specific, not only because of its unique premise and execution, but also just because webcomics are an underutilized form of fan fiction within this fandom. Most of the fan fiction you'll see is either high production value, pieces of content like Lullaby for a Princess or Friendship is Tragic or things like that, or the Apple Sleep Experiment, or they're just like written on, God, what is it? Film fiction, yeah. They're just written on film fiction, or they're just green texts on the boards. These hands, these hands look like they could slap a grown man's head right off of his shoulders. We need to shrink these. These hands weren't meant to create, they only destroy. Okay. Hands are the worst to draw. Yeah, they can be pretty tricky. I've gotten them down to a science that I've explained to people a couple of times. But when it comes to like subtle gestures like this, they can be very, very tricky. It's part of the reason why I don't like to draw Anon a lot as in the human form. I much prefer the Philly form, but I draw a lot of hands regardless because I do a lot of human characters in the background. In fact, my graphic novel that I'm currently writing at the moment, it's in the scripting phase, is has human characters, so they're a pain. Ponies are a nice retreat from this utter hell that is the human fingers. It's not fun. It's not good. It's not good. See, how's that? His hands look halfway decent. I do say so myself. Oh! Ba, 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 ba. It's because of these filthy ape features that Anon is the most technically complicated character in the piece. So I'm just trying to get him busted out as efficiently as possible. This piece is actually really nice because if you look at the original cover of the Queen 2 album, heavy shadows, heavy lighting, a lot of this stuff and a lot of the mistakes can be obscured in this dramatic lighting. So I'm not all too worried about it at all. I'm just trying to make sure I have a solid, that the foundations that I'm basing these values upon are as technically sound as possible. Heavy shadows, yes. It's not like I do it on purpose. That's just how my artwork turns out all the time. If you my art style could be defined as Tim Burton if he got assaulted by a Disney princess, and it's great. It's great. Tim Burton, yes, sir. Mr. Tim Burton himself. Mr. All Goth No Melanin Burton himself. Absolutely. Oh, man, I can't wait to show you guys what my co-writer and I have cooking for our massive, massive pony project. It's gonna take a long while, but it's already well underway. Unfortunately, she is moving at the current moment. My co-writer and my co-illustrator for the project. So bad news is that's kind of dampened her contribution to the project, which is fine. It's my project mainly. She doesn't have an objective contracted obligation to it. I'm just saying. But fortunately, she's moving into a more positive environment, so that's good. Once that's done and out of the way, oh man, oh man. Lots of work. You planning on finishing it today? No, I'm planning on getting the values. I'm hashing out all of the characters and laying down the colors or yeah, the flats of the colors so that I can get the rendering done tomorrow, and I will be live streaming that as well tomorrow. I'm just gonna be getting more live streams out and about and just more content for you guys because I things have been a little bit dry, and that's simply because I'm in between jobs and I'm always running around and trying to get my next fucking dinner on the table, so to speak. Um, but yeah, I am going to be getting that done. Just getting the foundations of everything hashed out and out of the way, so that we can begin the rendering process tomorrow. And it really shouldn't be too big of a deal to get it finished by then. Um, the commissioner for this piece has been more than generous enough with not only being patient with this, but also helping me out in other ways. So I want to make sure that I get this done not only in a timely fashion, but also give him a little bit extra, so to speak. Oh, and if you would like a commission yourself, I have commissions open right at the moment for a low, low price of whatever you have in your fucking bank account. I'm struggling here. No, I'm fucking around with you. Wow, that thumb is funky, isn't it? His hand is funky. Ugh. Let's define that tendon just a bit. You want to erase. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I'm glad that they I'm glad that they look good. Because God knows they're super tedious. This knuckle right here, that's what's throwing me off. These last two knuckles are bullshit. All right. This knuckle and this knuckle should be parallel with each other. And that knuckle is also extremely long, considering. Let's push that down right about there. So you can tell hands are extremely technical. And artists do not do well with technical things. Aside from architecture designers. But that's a very specific skill set. And now this knuckle is popping out way too much. It's not only pushed to the side, to where it looks like there's a massive gap between the pinky and the next finger, but it's also too far in the front. So we're going to push that down and closer right there. We're going to take this bullshit hand and make it just a little less bullshit, so the commissioner doesn't find my address, come to my house, and fucking castrate me for giving him wonky ass Mr. Rogers hands. Isn't that lovely? Yes. Okay. Pull it. Hey, Blondie. I decided to stream your artwork. I hope that is okay. Castrations come free. Hot. Absolutely. You see, I told you, this man knows how to take care of me. Absolutely, absolutely. We might be getting a guest in on the stream a little bit later, but she is not online at the moment. So, unfortunately, you're stuck with me. I know, a fate worse than death. Let's see. And the tip of the thumb should go up to the top of the middle knuckle, so that should just push that knuckle back just a little bit. Blondie, do you have any particularly strong opinions on what I should do with the nails on Anon, or should there even be nails? Let's see. What looks more aesthetic? All right, I'll mess around with it. Not a problem. Heavy contrast in this piece, so really at the end of the day, it's probably not going to matter too much one way or another. Alrighty. That ape mitt is complete. Let's see. Let's do a full reversal just so we can see the progress on this a beautiful hand. Oh wow, it only goes all the way back until that. I'm a very sketch-heavy type of illustrator. Can you tell I came from using pens in a sketchbook? Yes. That's a little bit weird. That's a little bit weird. Webbing right here sort of overlaps. That's a thing that a lot of people tend to overlook, and I don't want to do that because that light's gonna hit right there on that crease of webbing. So and does that look better or just as good on the opposite side? Yeah, I'd say that that's a pretty good hand.
Huzzah! We have one ape mitt done and complete. Huzzah! Yay!
Okay. This, we can have the and I can obscure all of the hard work that I had just put into this hand by having the fur of the fetlock sort of overlap, maybe stick out right here, maybe a little bit right here. You know, just a little bit here and there for texture's sake. You always want to make your ponies just a little bit fluffy. Pony fluff is a natural Celestia given right to each and every pony. And if you deprive them of that, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to wake you up to Pinky's party cannon like sticking in your face. And I'm going to demand you give them their chest fluff. And if you don't comply, well then it's about to turn from sleepover to a fucking party. Real goddamn quick. You will know of my friendly ways by force. Why do you people watch me? But mares love hands. Do they now? I thought that that was just a Lyra thing because Lyra's a weirdo. Anon's face is looking a little weird. You know what, actually, before I goof up this illustration, let's do this on a top layer. I just need to define okay, so that would be where the brow is, traditionally speaking. So question mark is smack dab in the middle of his face. So I am kind of mapping it out in much the same way that I would map out somebody with a character with an actual face. But I'm just doing this so that I understand the proportions and the shape that I'm working with. So it looks somewhat presentable to a person standing about a full kilometer away without their glasses in the hopes that they don't press charges for assaulting their senses. Okay. So if that's where the ears are, then okay. That's what's befuddling me with the ears, just a little bit. It's a little bit of a fun fact. Wait, does Anon even have ears? I can't remember. Okay. This might just be a problem that I don't have to deal with. Okay. I'm gonna have to see if Anon actually has, like, ears. I actually don't think that he does. Hey, thanks, Lakota. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Blondie. Look at how you're talking about your mares. Worth noting that Red Hot Loser is more fluff than Yellow Dork, and White Nerd has most fluff. Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying. There we go. See, that is a better anon face shape. Uh-oh. Bit of a stronger jawline. Move the mouth down just a tad. There we go. They're dorks. 100% nerds. Loser nerds. Love them. Ah, how wholesome. Alrighty.
God, I like men.
What are you, fucking gay?
Oh, Hazy, I fucking love it. Huzzah! Let's get Anon banged out 100%. I have a feeling that the boards are going to like this one just simply because of Anon holding the hoof of the mare. Yes. Could get this put on a display and hang it up on hang it up in your home. Would be nice. Have a whole collection of Mare album covers. It'll be nice. And I am just the man for the job. Ba ba ba. Kale will be watching. Maybe censor the folding for public release. Oh yeah, we gotta we gotta keep things Christian in this. Uh, some of that lewd cliff holding. Fuck hell. Now this is one of my favorite aspects of this community in particular. It's the music scene with things, especially when the boys in the Friendship Incorporated server make AI covers, and they turn the album covers into a pony cover, and it's really nice. I like the crossover aspect of this piece, and just in general with the music. I mean, don't get me wrong, the original music from the community is always banger after banger after banger. But every once in a while they do the covers, and it's just a nice thing to have every once in a while. And there's a lot of really cool album covers as well that can be ponified as well. One of my favorites is the classic Notoria by Linkin Park. That would make a cool pony cover if I could somehow make it. That ear is fucked up. Oh boy. Oh shit, he actually responded to me. That's exciting. Can't reveal that just yet, but your boy might have just struck gold. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, my boy. It's great. But when it comes to pony iterations of pre-existing media, again, I am doing a Mortal Kombat My Little Pony crossover illustration series that has kind of been put on the back burner for various reasons, but that is something that I will be producing, not only as like a side project, but also just as something that I think would be rather neat to be able to like sell and present at conventions or whatever, and also just like cross promote between the two fandoms, because Lord knows I love the Mortal Kombat franchise. Love. I would love to do some Mortal Kombat commissions, and also just to shitpost pony in Mortal Kombat spaces. It's gonna be great. Just stir up trouble. Mr. Charlie. Thank you for dropping by. What do you want me to do with her right or her left hoof right here? Because for the moment, I'm just going to have it kind of like that, just kind of sticking up at the moment. You can send me, I mean, you could tell me whenever, give it some thought. There's, of course, plenty of time to fix it. How have I made it this far without establishing a horizon line? Oh. Let's have the horizon line be like a deep green, contrast it. Okay. So that hoof right there. I think that the horizon line be about maybe right there. Detailed over. No worries. Give it some time. Reach out whenever. I mean, it's just a hoof. I can bang out a full render of that in like maybe an hour, so it's not that big of a deal. Twist the horizon line right there. And so this way, yeah, the horizon line would be on the bottom third of the illustration, and that is just perfect. It's not the way that it is on this one. And to be perfectly honest, the horizon line might not play a factor too much in the perspective, considering how close we are to the subject matter, or the subject of the illustration, but it is something to take into consideration. So, uh-oh. Awesome. Okay. I might redo this face. There's something about how did you refer to her? Red Hot Loser. Yes, okay. There's something about Red Hot Loser's face that isn't so hot to me, but then again, the hair or the mane has not been put on yet, so yes. Let's see. Poses. Okay. I swear to God, I have. There it is. Yes. Okay. 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 So from the thumb, what is that, the midpoint of the arm? That is the midpoint of the forearm, so about right there. to the bicep. Alright, that's muscle about right. About right there, I'd say. Okay. This arm is looking a little weird. Yeah. Chemo ponies are always unsettling. They handle a light choke. They can barely handle even a light chokehold without spazzing out. Do I need to call PPS? Pony Protective Services? Lottie, what are you doing to your mare? What does that arm? That arm is something about this little arm right here. Little forearm. That's a bit better. It's just a little bit too concave right there. Okay. Oh, besides, working bullshit on this. Criminal mares. This man has a whole, like, universe of just the bullshit narrative around these characters, and he's telling us all of it through these shit posts in chat. I'm here for it. I kind of have to be. I'm the one that's hosting the stream, but you get what I mean. Fucking chemo man. What the fuck? God damn it, Blood. I'm gonna be giggling about that all day. Don't call her a chemo man. Oh man, straight bangs are always a tad difficult for me to nail down because they are deceptively complex. It's a very solid shape to create with such a loose material that is hair, and that's why I'm doing this on a separate layer. Well, among other reasons, but not the least of which being just straight bangs are. Yeah. Handy capable. Got a suplex one. See, how are we going to be doing this? Okay. Yeah, that is looking better. I just wonder which way I'm going to be parting the mane. Then again, her wings are coming all the way down, like, over here, so if I'm going to be parting the mane, it should probably be on the inside so that it's seen just a little bit more, and it doesn't look like it's just the front bangs. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. That's it is always an interesting thought experiment to have when it comes to human characters side by side with ponies, because when it comes to the various draw boards on ooh. Okay, let's see, let's pause and then continue that so it doesn't just stop on us sometime in the middle. Yeah, it's always an interesting conversation when it comes to the proportions of ponies as compared to real life people. So let's like take for example Anon here is just a standard 6 feet tall. His jawline is misaligned. That's bugging me. Push that up just a little bit. Just a little bit right there. Yeah. So personally, I like to think of them as just about waist high. I mean, I have 2 life-size plushies of Twilight and Trixie right behind me as we speak. And standing up, Trixie's head would be just reaching my waist. So I'd imagine about 3 feet tall. But a lot of people on the boards draw them bigger, they draw them smaller. It really does depend. But that's just a general size that I am going for. And so if we are to take that in consideration Um, Anon might be a little small. Yeah, I might have to increase or make Anon just a little bit bigger. Oh, uh-oh. Wrong layer. Nice tie. That's how they fight dirty. Oh no. Blondie, are you okay? Are you still capable of having children? Or have they knocked your nuts to Philadelphia? Let's see. Do something a tad bit different and have these bangs be sort of defined by larger clumps of hair strands, just so she doesn't look exactly like Twilight's. Twilight's is a hell of a lot more uniform. And I see in your in the notes we have pinned in our DMs, you wanted hers to be a bit more on the messier side, so I think that this is a fairly decent foundation for that. Going forward. So the mayors could just be standing on stools while Anon is standing. Right? Yeah, I'd imagine that there's some sort of like boxes that they're standing on just beneath the frame. Not Mare. That could be taken two ways. Maybe hide the awkwardness of the neck just a little bit by having the mane sweep down right here. Yep, Anon needs to be a little bit bigger. That is... certainly warranted. He is too small. Oh. I'd say right about there. Yeah, that's a fair size. I think that the proportions are checking out just fine. Okay. Let's go ahead and give the bottom just a little bit more room. Ba-da-ba-ba. Kind of like that. Okay, and it's this arm right here. There we go. Want to have the elbow here jut out just a little bit. Don't know if that's going to show up in the final product, but yeah, it's just a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's a bit more. That's a bit more of a comfortable proportion to the arms. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. Let you guys take a gander at what we have so far, and go ahead and write down in the chat if you got any suggestions. So be right back. Dip in volume at weird intervals. Ah, that's strange. Can you elaborate just a little bit? If the audio needs to be adjusted, I'll adjust it. No problem. Ba-ba-ba. Go ahead and erase this. Just a tad bit. Oh. Interesting. Hmm. Also, while it's on the forefront of my mind, Blondie, do take some time to consider if there's anything in particular you would want me to do with their horns. Or anything you'd want me to do with Red's horn. Because if not, fair enough. Red Hot Lou, who's the more complacent with her main side, and more messy and disorganized, as she enjoyed coming into herself. She's better. There we go. Those bangs look pretty good. Okay. She's looking pretty good. Now we just got to get to let's see. When it comes to the shirts, maybe play into the dorkiness of it by having it be just not supremely wrinkled, but just a little disheveled. Have it be just a little awkward because it's a human shirt that they just threw on her. It's funny. Oh. Yeah, I suppose this, the shirt would come down to around maybe right here. Or the sleeve of the shirt, rather, would come down to maybe about right there on her foreleg. I would sort of rest on the, on the first joint.
She's such a cute and cuddly mare. Oh!
Ba ba ba. Good. Alrighty. I can tell I am getting to that part where I'm struggling to get things to talk about, and that's simply because I tend to get hyper fixated on what I'm doing, and I forget that I'm on the microphone, and that's very dangerous because when I forget that I'm live on the air, I tend to say things that I don't actually mean, a lot of secrets that the common folk are not ready to know about. Maybe a launch code here and there. Let's see. I mean, but I'm at work, and those secrets involve mayors. Yes, lots of mayor conspiracies, lots of mayor-related projects, lots of mayor-related mayors. Mayors. Okay. I don't know what else I could do with that shirt for right now. A lot of it's going to be obscured with darkness. And I'm also going to be putting in a little bit of smoke effects. Just to give it that more 80s type of vibe to it. There we go. Enough dilly-dallying, enough wasting time. Let's see. Jackie, yellow pony on the left of the panel. Okay, so her. Wearing a white shirt that says I'm a stupid with an arrow pointing camera left. Given this image is the first one someone made for me in the /bootleg thread. Fluffy twin tails would be the way to go. For Smile, trying her best to, but is partially blinded / bothered by the light. Not quite like the meme AJ faced, but a bit of a recoil. Oh, okay. So that's what she's doing. Okay. Okay, and you didn't say anything about the hoof placement, so I guess that the two hooves right there on the shoulder is something that I did? Yeah, it's been a couple of months since I been on this, so yeah, that's not a problem. Let's go ahead and get this head shape just refined a little bit. This one should be fun to render out. What is she? She's a yellow pony? Yeah, she's yellow. Though not good. It's good. She's not like fucking mustard or construction yellow. Good stuff. Yes. Let's see. Wants to be just a little. Wants to have her flinch just a little bit in the light. That should be an interesting. Thing to do, considering the bangs hanging out in the front. Is there anything in particular you would like me to take into consideration when it comes to the sizes of each individual pony, or are they all roughly the same size? Say roughly the same size. Well, yes, they do look roughly the same size, but I was asking Blondie if there's if they are of a different size. Yeah, if there's a significant size difference between all of them. And let's see. Blondie, if you're still listening to this, do send me a couple more references of these mares, just so I can have just a couple more, just so I can have a couple more points which I can cross-reference. Red Hot Loser is scrawny and smaller, thinner than Yellow Dork. Like, who is more solid over? Oh, okay, so Yellow Dork is a bit thicker. Oh, okay. Okay. That's pretty good on the face shape right there. I believe so. A bit on the wider side. Maybe scrunch it up just a tiny bit. Right about there. I think that that's perfect. Maybe have the ear a bit more to this side of things. White nerd has the fluff, but is more thin overall. Okay, got it. So she's kind of like a kind of poodle-esque, so to speak. I'm at work. What about different points to them? I forgot what you were referring to there. It'll come to me. I'll ask you in DMs when it does. Let's have this tilted just a little bit more. At an angle. Just a little bit. Because having it straight on like that, that's a bit boring. Have it tilted just like that, just a little bit. Okay. Alright, so that's rendered out. We can get we can get these different points, or these hooves, defined out. We can have this one sort of resting on his shoulder and have her right one be the one that he is holding on to. Right about there, making a little bit of a V shape. There we go, and here we do. Yes. Fuck. Okay. That. Twist. This, that's kind of twisting around. And I can have like a pigtail right here, sort of cover up that space right there. have it be a balanced composition, therefore. So yes, we are perfectly on track here. Three more viewers. Oh boy. Welcome, 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 welcome to the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, colts and mares, yes. Just a moment. Oh, ba-da-ba-da-ba. Okay. Da-da-ba-da-ga. Fuck, okay. Thinking about more pics of them and angles. I can do that later today. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yes, I remember now. Yeah, just a couple more pieces of artwork for them, just so I can cross-reference them and have a better idea, potentially, of what I would want to do if there is a better idea to be had. You get what I mean. Okay, that is kind of a complicated piece. Let's flip this over. And again, we are going to be dealing with a lot of shadows and high contrast, so I should be able to get away with copy and pasting this hand and just editing it just a little bit. Okay. Alright. There we go. Here we do, and there we be. Okay. Just kind of like that. Alrighty. Bit like that. Let's take this finger right there. It's kind of like that. Behold the glory of digital art. Okay. And since this hand is closed in a little bit more, we want the flesh to just kind of bulge out, kind of like that, and come right back into the hand. Just a little bit. That. Okay. How long will we be going for? About 2 hours? Wow, this is only 2 hours? That's some good progress for 2 hours. If I do say so myself. Oh my god, okay. Hand's looking long. Rudolph. Alrighty. Perhaps a bit more like that. Or more like put together, more of a cute type of pose to contrast maybe the larger, thicker body type. But. Okay. These fingers. Large, thick, robust. Yes, absolutely. Just like that. Mare's only final destination. Yes. The only one that can win in such a situation. Fox. Nice. Oh. Okay. What? Oh, Twitter stuff. Kale, don't worry about it. Alrighty, that's enough Twitter. Fuck! Look at me procrastinating on my own goddamn stream. Four people! Jesus Christ, I'm horse famous already. Holy hell. I'd be bringing in the money, I'd be bringing in the mares. I'd be smacking all your bitches like nobody really cares. Okay. Alright. But yeah, let's get rid of this ugly ass blemish on here. That can go away. Just clean up this whole area right here. Alrighty. Shit. Already made a hell of a lot of good progress today. On this specific piece, how long have we been going for? 2 hours and 16 minutes. 12:43 for me. I'll give it about 15 more minutes and I think we'll end off the stream right about there. If it's all the same with you guys. Let's mayhaps fix the proportions right here on red. Shrink her down just a little bit. So now that that's there, then put the size of that head right about there. Okay, let's go ahead and try and get everything flattened so that we can end things off with anon, red, and yellow all being defined and hashed out. I think that that's a good place to end it off. Apartment, yes, sir. Some of that hot mini fridge action. Oh, yes. Yes. Me. Me. Okay. Me. Me. Huh, that's strange. I'm sorry about that. I'll fix it next stream. We're just a couple minutes away from ending it here, so yeah, for now, ammo. Gonna end it for now. Been going at this for about 3 hours. I did a little bit of work before the stream started. And so now that, well, let's see. So now that we're about 3 hours in, I'm gonna whip up something to eat real quick. And get started on other comms. Or start working on other comms in the background that are not related to this. Figured I'd just stream for a little while so I can get a little bit of content out there while the script for the next video is being written. But we should be back online either later today or by tomorrow. So, don't worry about it. You didn't miss all that much. Okay. I think that's a pretty decent amount of wing coverage. So Mayfair 2 big hype time? Yes, absolutely. Let's go. Same time tomorrow, make sure to catch it. Absolutely, man. Same time tomorrow. I will be right here, so don't worry about it. And yes, Mayfair 2 Electric Boogaloo. I'm gonna try and make it again this year. Try to make a video again this year, but I'm on a struggle bus at the moment, so we'll see what I can do. Alrighty, I think that is going to conclude the what we're going to be doing on this stream in particular. We made a lot of really good progress. Let's go ahead and make sure we save before I do something stupid. And I will fix this up a little bit more on my own time until the next stream tomorrow. And by tomorrow, we should be in roughly the right spot to continue to start laying down the colors and laying down the values and start the rendering process. It's a little bit of a simpler piece in terms of overall like technicalities. Yeah, the technical angle of the piece is a little bit more on the simple side of things, so it shouldn't take all that long. Again, I'm really trying to bang this out as quickly as humanly possible so I can move on to other projects which also have since been outstanding. But I think so far so good. Really? So, that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so very much for watching, for listening to me ramble on, for watching the glory of Mare being created before your very eyes. We will be right back here, same time, same place tomorrow morning, and we will continue on doing this. Thank you again, and until then, have yourselves a damn good one.